Colville. Decided to take Williams Lake Road. Chip guys always say it saves about 10 minutes. I'm empty. I'm gonna try it again. The first time I tried it was the opposite direction, and I was fully loaded and I didn't like that climb at all. But now that I'm empty, I think it'll save me a bunch of time. So I forget who told me that, but it was one of you guys watching. Truck speed limit is 40. Let's turn my radio on because there's a chip truck catching up with me. Degrees today morning here in Washington, April 28th. I should probably mention it more often, but all these videos were recorded exactly 2 weeks ago. There's a reason for that. When I first started trucking, we would have these weeks where there would be no video. So every now and then I don't make it home for the weekend. It only happens 2, 3, 4 times a year. Which means I can't release these videos unless I find Wi-Fi, and I found that was hard to do sometimes if I reset out in the middle of nowhere. No internet access other than my data, and I don't have enough data to upload all these videos. In Canada, we're still very limited on data and the prices. Prices are really expensive. DCT, if you want to get by me anytime, just let me know. Might not be on the radio. I'm going exactly speed limit, but he doesn't look like he's catching up fast. He just caught up really slow, so he's not speeding by much. Temptation is to speed up a little bit, but nope, stick to my usual speed. Always tell people don't worry about who's behind you, but also want to be courteous. Hey, there's a bit of a pullout here. Let him fire that way. telling me to go. That seems silly. The Garmin is really good at big highways. Not great on small little backer highways. I am not going to turn right on Clugston Onion Creek Road. Clugston Onion Creek Road. That is a unique name. C-L-U-G-S-T-O-N. Clugston Onion Creek Road. There's a sign there, Onion Creek, shortcut to Canada. We'll just stay on this road if it's all the same to you. Farming area right in the mountains. Smooth. I should be able to deliver this load tomorrow that I'm going to pick up here in South Slocan. If everything goes smooth, it should work out. As long as there's not a line of trucks in front of me. If there's a line of trucks in front of me, then I'm in trouble, but South Slocan around 10:30. If I get loaded right away, be loaded by 11:30. Tarp the whole load. 12:30 plus another truck or two waiting. Let's say 1:30. And it takes about 24 hours to get to Homedale, Idaho. So there's a chance. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Echo Ridge Veterinary Hospital. Looks like they had like a cattle barn in the backyard, so they focus on a lot of farm animals as veterinary hospital. It's out in the farmland, so it makes sense. There comes a Sutco truck. Chip truck, probably headed down to Sandpoint. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys down the road. I know whenever I say that, is that weird? Because for you guys it's literally split seconds, and for me it's hours later. Our brake check up here, headed down into Rossland. This is Rossland, Warfield, and Trail. 3 towns, one after each other. I'm empty, so it should be no problem coming down this hill, but if you're fully loaded, especially in winter, bad road conditions, this hill can be a challenge. Rossland is just a beautiful town. A lot of foot traffic here, so I always go below the speed limit. I love all the statues along the side of the road. It just really adds to the town. They're different style of statues, different kinds of art.
Turn right on Highway 22.
Curb it, don't curb it, don't curb it. Almost curbed it.
Highway 22.
9% downgrade. Next town, Warfield. Just gonna let cruise control do its thing. I set cruise control for 63 kilometers per hour. Speed limit is 70. I figure at 63 it should be able to hold me at 70. It's actually holding me a little below 70. Honestly, I don't want to go down this faster than I am. I'm not used to coming down this with no load. Usually I got a load and I'm crawling down this. 70 feels very fast. It's actually holding me about 68, 69 kilometers an hour. We'll let it do that. I'm happy with that. Dirt road going off on the left. I had to back up onto that driveway a few weeks ago. Maybe it's a month ago by now. Yeah, I had to back up that driveway. Deliver a greenhouse there, prefab, not really a prefab, a greenhouse kit. All the ingredients to make a greenhouse. Let's slow down here. This corner looks like it's a slower corner than a 70. I didn't see a sign that said it was slower, but it looked slower. I was too busy looking at the farmer's driveway. This would be Warfield now, the next town here. 50 ahead. Corner. Do all that with no brakes. When you're empty, for sure no brakes. When you're loaded, you can do most of it with no brakes. I mean, you could do it all with no brakes, but you'd have to come down extremely slow then. Around this corner. Yeah, talking to the border crossing guy, he just goes, "We are so bored here. We see the same 400 truck drivers over and over and over." Goes, whenever we see someone like you, we know you don't regularly cross here because you're not a regular. I am 4.06. So technically 4 centimeters, just over an inch of space under that bridge. Just on that corner. If you go closer to the yellow line, you got more room. I guess this is trail now. Parked in the bus stop lane. That's not cool. From this highway. There we go. Well, let's see how this goes. Into the Castlegar construction zone. 11 over here. It's now almost 10 o'clock. Interesting place to park. Never thought of parking there. Still at 5/8 fuel. I can't justify going and fueling up. Like time-wise, the amount of wasted time to go there and fuel up for 3/8 of a tank. I'll just head over to Castlegar. We'll load and then maybe fuel up in Preston. Preston doesn't have DEF, but we got DEF in Princeton yesterday. Last time yesterday, I think that was yesterday. See if we have to take a detour through here or not. We stay on Highway 22 northbound. I gotta say that more often, northbound, eastbound, whichever direction we're headed more often, because forget, some of you guys don't know these roads. Most of you guys don't know these roads. Traffic pattern changed. Watch for workers on night shift. You guys want to see all of Castlegar? A couple of weeks ago I did a run right through Castlegar, right to the north end, because I had to deliver in town. Normally we're not legally allowed to go through town, but if you're delivering local, oh yeah, they're going to make me detour. This is going to be interesting. I have not done this yet. If you're delivering locally, if you're localing, new term, if you're localing, you're allowed to go down the local roads. We'll be going right by MTI, the driving school I went to. Highly recommended. Driving school should be on our right-hand side coming up here. I see it, just past the S out there, just before the fire hall. Okay, Loomis, what are you doing? Okay, you're just doing a turn like that? Cool. Been a long time since I've been down this road. Yeah, it's right over here. Can't really see it, but it's on the right here between the Esso and the fire station. At least they got rid of the four-way stop. They've got traffic controller. Or else this would be a disaster corner. This section already, so they're making good progress. I saw cones on the corner there. I'm like, oh, am I not allowed to turn? But we are. I saw a car go in there. That was a different type of tour at Castlegar. Closed. Columbia River. Oh, can't really see the river. We're way up high. Beautiful is this? Bright blue sky. Everything is so green. It is 5 o'clock. Like 2 minutes to 5. I have almost 4 hours of drive time left. 3 hours and 50 minutes. We are on Highway 95, southbound in Idaho. Approaching Bonner's Ferry. Like I often record Bonner's Ferry, but I never record 10 miles out. We'll see if the scale's open at 5 p.m. On the back of my load. These are 60-foot beams. Going to Homedale, Idaho, so near Boise, Idaho. sleep, but we'll find out. As we get closer to running out of hours, I'll look for rest areas, see which ones make the most sense. Wow, beautiful day. It's at 18 degrees Celsius outside, so very comfortable. Sweating a bit tarping, but took a shower at Summit right after tarping, so it's always good to get clean after doing a dirty and sweaty job. It's just been a relaxing week for me. I don't know, I came out of the weekend relaxed and really super chill, and it just kind of stayed there. Haven't felt like I'm in a rush at all, and I've been making really good time without feeling like I'm in a rush. And no stress of I'm going to try to make that appointment. Appointment tomorrow is 4 p.m. I think I'll get there around 2 p.m. Once again, appointments are just, everything's just working out real nice and smooth. It's nice when you get one of these weeks. So yeah, we'll unload tomorrow at 4 p.m. Just turn around and come partway back. Won't come back very far, but we'll come back partway, and then by then it'll be Friday. Should be interesting. I don't know if they got a load for me in Spokane or even further south, a load coming north. Might not make it home on Friday. If they got me coming back empty, load in Castlegar and then head home, probably make it home on Friday. But it's all up in the air. We'll see. Supper late today, have lunch late tomorrow. I could have lunch when I arrive there at 2. That would save quite a bit of time. We'll see. If I'm hungry, I'll have supper early or on time. These are some of my favorite roads. Whenever we hit these narrow roads like this, if it's over here or in Washington where we were, what was it, last week? And we hit these narrow, small roads. That's when I'm at having my most fun. When I go, yeah, I got a pretty sweet job. Other than that whistling. Just have to get used to it. It's part of the job, part of this truck. Whenever I get a new windshield, hopefully the whistling doesn't get worse. Sometimes when you get a new windshield, they don't install it perfectly right. You get this terrible whistling. permit. I didn't print it out yet, but it's on my phone. If someone asks, got the permit for the rest of the year. By that, but if you're not used to the scale, it can be a little bit confusing. What we're looking at on the road. Oh, it's one of those bike cars. One of those Can-Am. I don't know if there's a point to those things. I don't think I would enjoy one of those. The open air, sure, but on the motorcycle, I like the leading into the corners and carving corners. Trucks parking over there. Oh, they filled in the potholes. Cool. Okay, they filled in some of the potholes. I just didn't get that one over there. Like someone's getting a new tire. Yeah, the way the scale is designed, it really takes up quite a bit of time to loop around and get her in gear and go with our 3 miles per hour. I'm guessing she's gonna stop us on every axle. Please park, bring papers. Okay. see what's up. Okay, cool. I did nothing wrong. But for some reason, her computer wasn't pulling up my license plate at all, so she couldn't confirm in her office if I had the permit or not. So she just wanted to see my permit. She's always been super polite, super decent to me. She pulls in, I've been pulled in by her several times now, so she pulls me in quite often. And when she does find something wrong, really minor, she never gives me a ticket for it. She just goes, hey, that minor little thing over there, go fix that before leaving the scale. Cool, I will do that, thank you.
Turn left on US 95.
I walked in and just said hi to her, and I'm like, what seems to be the problem? In a good attitude, I'm like, I think I got everything in order. She goes, yeah, just her computer's not pulling it up. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She had me worried for a second. I'm like, I thought I got everything. Pickup turned around the corner. We'll get off the road. It's nice having these middle lanes. I think Linda brought up these middle lanes, places where it's hard to turn. Super handy. Let's continue our way through Bonner's Ferry. Even printed my permit out yet. It was just on my phone. So she just goes, what's that last 4 digits? I'll print it out for you. I'm like, awesome. I don't have to even bother about printing it out, and it's all in color instead of my email, which is all in black and white. So that's cool. Do I want to be in? Let's try 15th. Got a long way to go down. Well, not that long, but it's fairly steep. Let's turn the fan on right away too. We may want to lower gear, but for now we'll just stay here. The speed limit up ahead is 45 miles. So we'll just stay in this gear for now. touch the brakes yet. I don't think I'm going to need to. Red brick buildings down there at the bottom, right along the river. A lot of old factories and textiles and stuff. There's got to be a lot of history. Upper part of Ferry, which is more residential. The old industrial down here and the old residential on the top. I wonder if that's how it's always been. It's almost at 6:20, or not 5:23. $25 went flashing. Okay, there we go. I'm like, I thought this was a 35. Okay, there's a flashing light. Got it. $35 seems a little quick, so we're going 30. Clouds are looking a little bit stormy, so haven't got a good rainstorm anytime recent. So on last weekend we had just a light drizzling rain the whole weekend, but location. Golden hour of the day, isn't it? Look at that. Are they building a 4-lane highway here? It must be. Look at all the construction. I haven't come this way in a while. But it's on both sides of the highway. That doesn't make sense. Why is there construction on both sides of the highway? That's confusing. Definitely a bunch of construction. We're on Highway 95, still southbound. Just on the corner here, there's construction on that one side. The other side's got lots of construction there, so they've got to be 4-laning this. Or extending the 4-lane. Yeah, lots of equipment here. Now 6:20 p.m. Got 2 hours and 25 minutes of drive time left. I don't know exactly where we are on Highway 95. I just saw the sun in the sky. It's like that magic time of day. It's like where the 4-lane ends, so they must be extending the 4-lane. But I see lots of construction here too. Let's get all the way over here. So why is there construction over here as well if this is 4-lane already? Maybe they're making a service road? So it can legally go through Ontario and Quebec and the other states that are speed limited. Maybe they're just taking dirt from up here and moving it to the new construction site. Yeah, they're definitely extending the 4-lane. Pretty optimistic that I'm correct on that. Excuse me. Drink some water here. This is the truck I passed just before I started shooting by Bonner's Ferry. And he passed me at the scale when we got pulled in. Just driving about 10 miles below the speed limit the whole way. Maybe he's owner-operator and he's really trying to save fuel. Alright, cruise control maxed out. home it's raining. So we gotta enjoy the blue sky while we can. And we'll enjoy the rain when that hits us. Empty promises, right? Haven't really seen the rain yet. Well, last weekend it drizzled the whole weekend. It wasn't a real rain. Let's see what town is off the road here. Oh, Atoll. A-T-H-O-L. Atoll. That's my guess on how to pronounce it anyway. Traffic problem in 11 miles. What's a traffic problem? It says traffic problem in 11 miles, no delay. Not much of a problem if there's no delay. I think we'll just shoot a long clip here right through Coeur d'Alene and then we'll call it a day. Coeur d'Alene's about 11 miles away, right where the traffic problem is. The sign says Coeur d'Alene's 20 miles away. I guess technically downtown Coeur d'Alene is on the south side of the interstate. This will be a longer clip. But it's magic hour. We can handle a longer clip. Silverwood, 1 mile, big amusement park, roller coasters. I want to visit that too. There's so many things I want to do. I have a feeling life isn't going to let me do all of the things. Yeah, you already said that. Well, now there's a traffic problem in 6.7 miles. What's a traffic problem? Here's the park. See the water slides here? There's a water slide park, and then right next to it is a roller coaster amusement park. Never ridden on a roller coaster, so it's something I think I should do. Some rickety wooden roller coasters. Be a lot of fun, I think. Definitely looks a little hazy down low, doesn't it? Whistling is telling me it's a little bit breezy out, but we're also driving at 65 miles per hour. So I don't know how much of that's just aerodynamics and how much of that's wind outside, because I don't see any sign of wind on the trees and the grass. Let's see if we can see a flag somewhere. It's the U.S. Shouldn't take too long to find an American flag. Oh yeah, there's an American flag right there. No wind at all, so it's just aerodynamics. 4 miles away from the traffic problem. One of the traffic problems. I've never heard traffic problem before. Usually it says accident ahead or construction ahead or something like that. Or in the winter, slippery roads ahead. The traffic on the GPS is usually pretty handy, warning you that there's issues ahead, but I've never seen it before say there's a traffic problem ahead. I suspect it's construction or something like that. Or a traffic jam in Coeur d'Alene. Oh, so that flag is sticking straight out. Maybe that flag that I saw earlier was just kind of in a... It was in the trees there, so maybe no wind there. But yeah, that flag there was sticking straight out, so... That one says it is windy. Thought I was crazy for a second. I'm like, no wind. Feels like there's wind. That flag there is sticking out as well. Not quite straight, but it's almost straight. I bet there's a science to that. What angle the flag is sticking out. I guess the flags would have to be all the same size for that to work. But you could, if the flags are all the same size, you could do the math to see how windy it was. Well, size and same material, same weight type of thing. Oh, type of thing. Jess, what have you done to me? I used to make so much fun of Jess always saying type of thing, and now I'm catching myself saying type of thing. You've been married, what, 12 years now? Caught on. It's taken 12 years to seep into my brain, and now I say type of thing. At least I get influenced slowly. Road closed ahead. I'm sure that's not our road. I'm sure that's a side road. I think we got a speed limit reduction. It says detour ahead, but I'm sure it's not this highway. Here now. Okay. So they built an overpass a mile up, and now they're building it over here. Cool. I bet you that overpass overpass will not grant access to this highway. To get to this highway, you'll have to come a mile down to this new overpass here. I suspect it'll be something like that. Reduce intersections on this highway. Yeah, see the detour here is for that closed highway that we just, where they're building the overpass. So that was the traffic problem. Next traffic problem is in 10 miles. What do you bet that's a construction issue too? That's through Coeur d'Alene already. That's south of the interstate. 10 miles would be south of the interstate and over the big bridge. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's weird. There's an airplane in the sky. Don't see one of those often these days. I think it's a small personal airplane, maybe like a Cessna or something size. Speed limit's still 55, right? I think so. Yep, 55. Well, aren't we hitting the brakes then? And they've redesigned this intersection too. No longer cross the highway, you can only turn left or right. They're reducing how many roads go across this highway. One of those beautiful blooming red and or pink and white trees there. That's why this is my favorite time of year. It's just such a beautiful time of year. And I shouldn't say no bugs, but a lot less bugs. Bugs haven't come out like crazy yet. There's enough bug splatter on my windshield to say otherwise, but I haven't been stung by a mosquito yet. Bitten by a mosquito? I don't think mosquitoes sting, so I have not been bitten by a mosquito yet. The magic of spring will be over the second I get bit by a mosquito. I was hoping for a green before I had to come to a stop, but Park. They need to put some overpasses over here. Lots of red lights coming into Coeur d'Alene. much clearer. That's the first time I've used the CB radio. Can I actually understand what he said? We can turn the volume down a bit. Much better than the old CB radio. I like it. A VHF radio that works half decent. Not the best in the world, but it works half decent. I'm happy with it. And a CB radio that's really clear and I can actually understand what he said. Nice to have a new truck. Walmart out here. Walmarts are often good places to park overnight if you are absolutely desperate and can't find anything else. Don't sleep in a Walmart parking lot very often, but every now and then go for a Walmart. Not super quiet nights. And some places you have to be careful, they don't allow overnight parking in the parking lots. Super careful with this truck on the starting line. It'll twist the frame pretty good on this truck. This engine's got some real torque on the low end. I-90 here pretty quick. Welcome to Coeur d'Alene. Population 44,137. 44,000 people. It's a decent sized city. Come on. Sleeping on the job. Let's go. always a debate in the head. It's like, do you slow down now or do you hammer down and hope it turns green right as you get there? I've decided to slow down. Turning lane gets to go first. This time I'm like, well, you were sleeping on the last one, I better give you extra room. Turning already at the next red light. I think it'll be green by the time we get there. Traffic is still moving slow, so you can't hammer down right away. One's red already too. Oncoming traffic is turning, so once again I think it'll be green by the time we get there. We're gonna have to slow down for all the people that are stopped. Constant game you play in your head, trying to save momentum, and by doing so you're saving fuel too. Tired. If I start in the crawler gears, the truck will torque like crazy. So I always start in first gear, which is, the truck says I'm starting in third gear, but gear 1 and 2 are the crawler gears.
What's that?
So yeah, gear 1 and 2 in an automatic transmission are the two crawler gears. You never use those unless you're going uphill, heavy load. Then you'll go to the lower gear. Like at the scale, I went to first gear to go across the scale nice and slow. Other than that, you start in first gear, which on an automated transmission is actually third gear. It'll say a number 3 on the dashboard. I don't know, is it safe leaving the CB radio on? Maybe we'll turn the volume all the way down. Oh, he's very quiet. Little Toyota SUV beside us has 4 dogs on the back seat. 4 pooches on the back seat. Makes you wonder if all 4 are theirs or if they're dog sitting. She floored it, and one of the pooches was had its legs on top of the front seat, the backrest of the front seat. And when she floored it, the pooch went flying to the back. It's like, oh, poor pooch. It's a rough ride you're having there. I see a bunch more red lights ahead. That's Coeur d'Alene. At least if you're taking 95 through Coeur d'Alene, north to south, red light district. Moscow ahead. So that was I-90 that we just crossed.
Keep right, West Warfield Avenue.
Thanks, Carmen. It's actually a little tricky knowing which lane to be in over here. First time through, you definitely have to pay a lot of attention.
Keep right, West Warfield Avenue.
Well, as soon as we cross this bridge, we'll call it a day. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed. I always think we have an awesome conversation down in the comments below, so some of you guys leave lots of comments as you go through the video. You have a thought, just drop in a comment. Pause the video, drop in the comment, and then continue playing. And if you have more thoughts along the way, just keep dropping in comments. I don't mind. It's kind of fun having a conversation going through the day's video. So this is where it said the traffic problem was. I don't see anything. Must have been cleared up. Anyway, thanks again. Super appreciate it. Special thanks to the YouTube members. You guys rock. Well, not just the YouTube members. You guys all rock. Just for watching the video, you guys rock. I will see you guys tomorrow. Heading all the way down to Homedale, Idaho. Should be a fun day. I'm out of here.